Hi, and welcome to the season finale episode breakdown and review spoilers. So, if you don't want any spoilers, do not watch this episode. Suffice to say, we're getting into the thick of things now. So we've been on a massive journey with these characters, seeing Atticus arrive on the bus right at the beginning of episode 1, and seeing his imagination go wild as he's reading that Lovecraftian book, and now seeing where they're at. It just fills me with sadness and joy at the same time, because it's been an interesting ride. And I loved all the Lovecraftian things. The sci-fi, not so much, but the Lovecraftian monsters I thoroughly enjoyed, between the magics and the spells. Very interesting. And so, episode 10, Atticus picks up with the family, Atticus and co, trying to protect Letty, trying to sort out the spell that has just gone wrong. And immediately, they recite a part of the spell, and a few of them are passed out, and then they're in the mind. They're in where they need to be to speak to a lost loved one, and how to get the spell to work. And Atticus learns that he's got a job to do, and the sacrifice that he has to do is real. And so the ancestors give the gift of fire, or the gift of life. They said that was their gift to give. This whole episode really just focuses on the spell that Christina is going to do. And so we have the two teams here. One, Christina and her minions are trying to perfect and get ready and stop Atticus and his team trying to, thwart Christina. So they're trying to use her spell against her. And so one has got the book of names, as one has got all the pages that they need for the spell. And eventually we meet up to see what's going to happen with this massive spell. And this is what the 10 episodes have been gearing towards. Christina's been trying to go for this immortality spell. We have all the family and ex-lovers and whoever's left in the car journeying to where they need to confront Christina at. And there's this moment where they sing a song together, and it's equal parts terrifying and equal parts really kind of emotional, because it's terrifying because it feels like you're saying goodbye to these guys. It has an atmosphere of, oh, the poop is about to hit the fan, but at the same time it's like this moment of we're going into battle. It's the war cry, even though it's not a war cry, but you kind of know that this is the moment, this is the setup. There's also monster fights. There's monster versus monster. I love the monster creations, the Lovecraftian monsters, and I thought that was very interesting. Christina has her guard dogs, and Atticus has his monster guard dog, and it's interesting seeing that come into play again. The magics itself, I thought, I never know what they're saying, but it does make my hair on the back of my neck stand on end, going, if this is real, do I really want them reciting these words into my home? I'm not sure I do. Turn the volume down, please. And in true fashion, when the spell gets going, that last 10 minutes of this episode, in true fashion, is terrifying, is bloody, is scary, and is heartbreaking. Those are all the things that you're going to get in this. And unfortunately, I have to say that things that you expect to happen are going to happen. Trying not to do all the spoilers. It's just minor spoilers in this episode. There's minor spoilers in this review. Suffice to say, the characters do go on their journey that you expect them to. There are betrayals and there are lost ones, but not always as you expect them. We see the characters finally being the heroes they want to be. So there is a full-on battle between Christina's minions and our group, and we are rooting for them. The consequences at the end is not what I was expecting to happen at all. It's actually not where I was expecting it to go. I could guess some of the moments of where the story was going to go, but I didn't expect it to end quite like this. One of the things I've loved throughout this season is the score. It really is interesting. The way they've taken modern music, sometimes rap and drum and bass, electric guitar. It's completely the wrong time to be having this music. If you listen to it, it's modern music, and to put it in there. And there are moments where I went, I don't think that really suits it. That shouldn't be doing that. But for this episode, there was a moment that it kind of drove the team together. It was a character was pushing forward the arc, and it really worked. And I was like, that has really clicked in together. That's worked nicely. It's not something, as an editor or filmmaker myself, that I would think, oh, this is going to work for that time period. I'd be like, hey, you have to be authentic to the time zone. But that's just talking about creativity and thinking outside the box. And that's what I get from this episode. You know, that you have this massive creativity between the creatures, between the Lovecraftian lore, which is loosely based on all the books. I know there's 8 different books that they've based it on, and this is kind of taking the, I guess, examples from the first one. We have the Book of Names. So we have massive creativity in this world with these very interesting, very real characters that's to do, obviously, with racism, white and black. We have that as a prominent storyline throughout. And the consequences of this whole storyline seems to be saying something. When you get to the end, you're like, oh, okay, so therefore they won't be able to do this, and that's what it's been trying to say. If you don't give white people this type of power, unfortunately, when people are evil, they will find new and creative ways to do it, regardless of whether they have that power. They'll just create an atom bomb, right? So it's an interesting theme that they've gone for. I'm not sure what they're trying to say with it, really. And I'm also not sure how they're going to go and do a second season from this. Be interesting. Alright, so which episode was your favorite? Which character is your favorite? What creature is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and I'm going to rate this a solid B+. There are episodes that I really loved and episodes that I didn't quite enjoy, so it always teetered between a B and an A for me, so I'm going to give it a B+. Thanks so much for watching this finale episode breakdown and kind of season review. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.